Have you ever paused to ask, why must I try so hard to be loved? Why do I need to chase, prove, or perform just to be seen, chosen, or kept? We live in a culture obsessed with action, competition, and achievement, where speed is mistaken for worth and success is measured by outcomes. In this world, many women have unconsciously adopted a mode of living rooted in masculine energy, assertive, driven, controlling, believing that only through strength can they earn love. Only by chasing can they avoid being left behind. But here's the paradox. The more you chase, the more exhausted you become. The more you try to hold on, the more you lose touch with yourself. Carl Jung once said that the journey back to the true self does not require perfection. It requires presence. And for a woman, it means awakening the sacred feminine energy that has always lived within her, soft yet powerful, quiet yet magnetic, intuitive yet deeply wise. So why have so many women become disconnected from this essence? And more importantly, how can you reclaim it? In this video, we'll explore the hidden architecture of feminine energy, an energy that draws others not through effort, but through presence. By the end, I'll guide you through practical, soulful rituals to awaken that sacred part of you. Let's begin. Part 1. Understanding feminine energy. Feminine energy is not about appearance or behavior. It's not about being soft-spoken, sweet, or nice. For Carl Jung, feminine energy, what he called the anima, is an archetype, a deep psychic force within every human soul. It is the energy of intuition, emotion, creativity, and mystery. It is connected to the unconscious, the realm where dreams, symbols, and true healing reside. Everyone has both the animus masculine and the anima feminine. But for women, the anima is not just one part. It is the path home. When you disconnect from your anima, you begin to feel hollow. You may achieve, impress, and succeed, but something vital is missing. Think back. How often have you silenced your sensitivity? Forced yourself to be strong, repressed tears or intuition in order to fit in. And yet, after all that effort, you still feel unseen. Not because you failed, but because you've drifted from your core energy. True feminine energy doesn't demand the spotlight, it radiates. It doesn't chase, it attracts. It doesn't control, it trusts. Imagine this. You walk into a room full of radiant, talkative women. One is boasting her achievements. Another is engaging everyone in conversation. But in the corner sits a woman doing absolutely nothing, just quietly present. And yet your gaze keeps returning to her. Why? Because her energy is anchored, calm, sovereign. She's not trying to be anything. She already is. This is the essence of awakened femininity, not performance but presence. So ask yourself, who were you before the world told you to be someone else? Before you were told to chase love, success, or approval? Return there. That's where your power lives. Part 2. The Modern Trap. From an early age, most women are taught a dangerous lesson. To be loved, you must perform. To be respected, you must compete. To be safe, you must stay in control. In a world shaped by patriarchal structures, women often survive by adopting masculine traits: logic, discipline, independence. They become warriors out of necessity, masking their feminine essence in armor made of resilience. But over time, something breaks. Jung warned of the danger in this imbalance. When the masculine dominates and the feminine is suppressed, a woman loses her inner compass. She begins to live behind a social mask, what Jung called the persona, polished on the outside, hollow on the inside. You may gain recognition, you may lead companies, you may be admired. But when the noise quiets, you feel something missing, something you can't name. That something is your anima, intuition, fluidity, sensitivity, and mystery. It is the bridge between your soul and the world. And without it, even success tastes empty. Jung did not call for women to reject ambition. He called for balance, to lead with grace, to feel without shame, to return to the original self, whole, unfractured. You were never meant to be a machine. You were meant to feel. And from that feeling, to create, nourish, and lead in ways the world deeply needs. Part 3. The energy of chasing. There's a subtle truth most never realize. You don't attract what you want. You attract what you are. You may speak of love, peace, and alignment. But if your energy is rooted in fear, fear of being abandoned, unseen, or unloved, then that is the vibration you emit. And energy never lies. Chasing is not just physical, it's energetic. It's the anxiety in your chest when they don't text back. It's the over-explaining, the emotional overgiving, the unspoken plea. Please choose me. But in truth, you're chasing because somewhere inside you've internalized the belief. I'm not enough as I am. This wound often begins in childhood, when love was conditional, when your worth was measured by how much you did, how much you pleased, how little you needed. Over time, this wound becomes your default vibration. So you attract people who don't choose you, who stay only when you perform. You replay the same lesson again and again until you finally ask, so what am I chasing and why? Jung called this the projected unconscious. That which remains unhealed within us appears again and again in our outer world, until we turn inward. But here's the miracle. The moment you shift your internal frequency, your outer world begins to change. You don't have to chase what's aligned. You only need to become the version of yourself capable of receiving it. This is not passive. This is the most active form of transformation, becoming magnetic through truth. Part 4. Natural attraction. What makes a woman irresistible? Not her beauty, not her charm. It's her energy, her presence. Jung believed that within every woman lives an archetypal force, a goddess, a lover, a healer, a mother. When awakened, she doesn't seek love, she becomes it. And from that frequency, everything aligned begins to move toward her. This is not magic, this is energetic alignment. Feminine energy doesn't manipulate or chase, it receives, magnetizes, and allows. It says, I am enough. And what is meant for me cannot miss me. But to reach this state, a woman must go inward. She must peel off every identity that was never hers. She must confront her shadow, the anger she hides, the shame she buries, the wounds she avoids. This is the path of individuation. Not becoming perfect. Becoming whole. When a woman integrates her light and shadow, her joy and her pain, she no longer needs to strive for attention. She becomes attention itself. Her authenticity is her attraction. Her truth is her glow. And from that place, quiet, rooted, undisturbed, she draws love, opportunities, and abundance not by effort but by essence. Part 5. Practices to awaken feminine energy. If this journey calls to you, here are 6 practices to begin returning home. Reconnect with your body. Spend 10 minutes a day in embodied presence. Breathe, stretch, dance. Move not to perform, but to feel. Your body is not a tool, it is a temple. Journal without judgment. Each day, write down how you really feel. Don't analyze, just feel. I'm sad, I'm jealous, I'm lost. Let it exist. Emotions that are heard don't need to scream. Create for no reason. Paint, sing, write poetry, arrange flowers. Express not to impress, but to breathe. Creativity is how your soul speaks without words. Nourish yourself deeply. Eat slowly, sleep well, take walks without your phone. These small acts say, I choose myself. Play with your inner child. Revisit what once made you come alive. Dance barefoot, draw with crayons, sing off key. These aren't childish, they're sacred. Record your dreams. Your dreams are letters from your soul. Each symbol holds meaning. Start a dream journal and decode your unconscious with compassion. This journey is not about becoming the perfect woman. It's about coming home to the wild, sacred, imperfect, radiant being you've always been. Carl Jung said, "The privilege of a lifetime is to become who you truly are." So release the mask. Shed the role. And step into your truth. You don't need to chase love. You are love. Thank you for walking this path with me. If this message resonated, subscribe, and let's continue this journey of awakening together. Who knows? The next message might arrive exactly when your soul needs it most.